We're in the Chowkit area of Kuala Lumpur now. This area is full of restaurants and hotels. Over there we could see a hotel. Over there is an Indian restaurant. This area is full of immigrants from Indonesia, Bangladesh, Nepal and India. This is a Chinese vegetarian restaurant. Today is the first day of Ramadan in Malaysia. Over there's a hotel. Over there is a shop selling fruits. This is multicultural Malaysia. You could find Malay people here, Chinese descendants, Indian descendants, and also non-Malaysian citizens who are immigrants. This is Malaysia, truly Asia. This is another hotel. We could see Chinese lanterns over there because it was Chinese New Year 2 days ago. Over there is a hand car wash centre somewhere. We're in the Chowkit monorail station and we're going to the National Museum now. We're going on the monorail to Bukit Bintang. Then from Bukit Bintang we'll be transferring to another mode of public transport to the National Museum. And these are the people waiting. And over there we could see the Twin Towers, the Petronas Towers. We're inside the monorail now, and this station was Raja Chulan. And we're going off the monorail for the next station, which is Bukit Bintang. And this is the view of the city of Kuala Lumpur. Over there's a hotel.
Stesen berikutnya, Bukit Bintang. Stesen sambungan ke MRT Laluan Hajat.
And
Next
this
station, Bukit Bintang, connecting station to MRT Kajang Line.
And this is the announcement, not is but was the announcement for our stop. at Bukit Bintang. We're inside the MRT towards
Stesen berikutnya, Merdeka. Stesen pertukaran ke Labuan Ampang dan Sri Petaling. Next station, Merdeka. Interchange station with Ampang and Sri Petaling lines.
That was an announcement for the next station, which we're not going to, because we're going to the National Museum station, or as they call it in Malay, Museum Negara. And finally we have arrived at the National Museum. And over there is the writing Museum Negara. And here we could see traditional Malay architecture. And over there are paintings about Malaysia's history. And this is the MRT station. Over there is a painting of Malaysia's history. And over there is the queue to buy the ticket. And this is, what is it? A painting, not a painting, but a mural showing us the history of Malaysia from there. From the era of the Sultanate of Malacca to the Portuguese colonial era to the British, then Japanese occupation. This is Kuala Lumpur Central Market, which was established during the British colonial era, or to be more precise, in 1888. And this is the city centre of Kuala Lumpur. This is Kuala Lumpur's Central Market, or as they call it, Pasar Seni, or Arts Market in Malay. It has been modernised now, and here we could see the flags of the Malaysian states. It's very crowded now. This is a gift shop. It's very crowded here, full of people.
Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. Remember I'll always be true.
Over there is another gift shop. Over there we could see a cosmetic shop. This is the traditional part of Pasar Seni. It's very crowded here, full of people. Over there is a gift shop. another gift shop. This shop sells sandals. This shop sells Turkish souvenirs and arts. This looks like Jalan Surabaya in Indonesia, but not really. In different terms, I mean in the antique goods being sold here. This is the River of Life, which is the confluence between two rivers. Over there is the Sultan Abdul Samad building, and this is the Sultan Abdul Samad Mosque, or as they call it in Malay, Masjid Jami'. This mosque is the oldest in Kuala Lumpur, whereas the oldest mosque in Malaysia is Masjid Kampung Laut, which is in Kelantan, in the northeastern part of the Malay Peninsula. This structure is called the Sultan Abdul Samad Mosque, or known in Malay as Masjid Jami'. This mosque was built during the British colonial era with Mughal architecture, which resembles Taj Mahal. Because at that time, Westerners associated Islamic architecture with Taj Mahal, which was back in the early 20th century. Let's check out the interior of this mosque. As in any mosque, any visitor should take off his or her shoes. Over there is the women's section, and this is the men's section. And these are people preparing for the iftar, or breaking the fast, because today is the first day of Ramadan in Malaysia. Here are the palm trees of Masjid Jami', and over there is a water fountain. This mosque was built in 1908 during the era of the British colonial rule. And over there is the LRT, what do you call it? LRT path. One of the main, one of the main modes of public transport in the city of Kuala Lumpur. And over there is a branch of the OCBC Bank. This is the Ramadan Bazaar, And over there people are selling food, and that's what Ramadan Bazaar is for. People selling food for iftar, for breaking the fast. This is the equivalent of a Christmas market in Muslim Southeast Asia, like a food market, a seasonal food market. These are food stalls. Over there, there's a booth selling cendol, which is a dessert, a traditional dessert in maritime Southeast Asia. We could find it both in Malaysia and Indonesia. And this is a stall which does not sell food, but it's still part of the Ramadan Bazaar. Because Ramadan is the month of blessing, as in Islamic tradition, and people who are selling these goods believe that they are blessed with Ramadan, meaning they get more money, or as we call it, berkah Ramadan in Indonesia. This is Kampung Baru, which is a neighborhood of Kuala Lumpur, where we could see the Twin Towers from far away. And over there is the pedestrianised zone, pedestrian bridge, called the Saloma Walk, which is named after the wife of the Malaysian actor P. Ramlee. P. Ramlee was one of the most prominent Malaysian actors. He passed away, if I'm not mistaken, in the 1970s. This is the city centre of Kuala Lumpur, and over there we could see the Twin Towers, and this is the Saloma Link, which is the pedestrian bridge over a highway. Over there is a highway, and this is still the same highway. We're going to Batu Caves and we're on the taxi now, and this is the highway towards Batu Caves. Batu Caves is a place of worship for Tamil Hindus, and before that it was a shelter for the indigenous Orang Asli tribe, or to be more precise, the Temuan tribe. And it's what do you call it? It's an attraction of multicultural Malaysia. It changed hands in the 19th century during the British colonial era, when it used to be a dwelling for, not dwelling, a shelter for the Temuan tribe. then after the British sent people from India to work in Malaysia, in the plantations, or to be more precise, in what was then called Malaya.
Take the exit on the left.
This attraction is one of the main attractions of Kuala Lumpur, one of the main landmarks. This is called the Batu Caves. This is a place of worship for Hindus, or to be more precise, for Tamil Hindus who are devotees of Murugan. And we could see over there the statue of Murugan, the god of war, with a spear. The name Batu in Malay means stone. And this is the temple. Originally, this place was a shelter for the Orang Asli people, or to be more precise, the Temuan people, one of the Orang Asli tribes. In the late 19th century, during the British colonial era, some businessmen from India transformed this into a Hindu temple, and now it is a Hindu temple. During the British colonial era, many workers from India were sent to what was then called Malaya to work in the plantations, and many of their descendants today pray here. This is the main part of the Batu Caves, and over there is the statue of Murugan. Over there is a small gift shop. It's very crowded here. Look at this, it's very crowded. And over there we could see the writing, Batu Caves, the birds, and this is the main attraction, why people come to this attraction. And this is the National Mosque of Malaysia, or as they call it in Malay, Masjid Negara. This was built after Malaysia gained independence from the British. And there's no dome. And over there is the tower for Azan, or the call to prayer. Over there we could see the writing, National Mosque and Masjid Negara. And the writing above is Jawi, which is an Arabic script for the Malay language. And over there is a garden which looks like somewhere in Morocco, with the palm trees. With these fountains. And over there is some historical building which was built during the British colonial era. This is the Ramadan Bazaar, and they are selling food for the iftar, for breaking the fast, and this is the second day of Ramadan. We're going back to KLIA, which is the Kuala Lumpur International Airport, and we're leaving Kuala Lumpur now, because now we're going back to Indonesia. And that's it for now. See you back in Indonesia.